Welcome to the Weekly Files, your one-stop for major headlines around the world. Let's get right into it. A rare August 2nd, 2025 earthquake jolts New York and New Jersey, Hasbrouck Heights, New Jersey at 10:18 p.m. on Saturday, August 2, 2025. A magnitude 3.0 earthquake struck beneath the borough of Hasbrouck Heights in Bergen County, about 6 miles 10 kilometers deep. Approximately 13 miles west of Manhattan, the brief but noticeable tremor rattled buildings and homes across northern New Jersey and parts of New York City, including Upper Manhattan, the Bronx, and Staten Island. Witnesses reported hearing a loud bang or thud, followed by swaying that lasted a few seconds. Some likened it to a car striking a house. Thankfully, no injuries or structural damage have been reported. Authorities say emergency response systems functioned normally, and all essential services remain uninterrupted. How this event compares to past earthquakes in the region. Although seismic activity is uncommon on the East Coast, this tremor follows a pattern of infrequent but noteworthy quakes in New York, New Jersey. April 5, 2024, a magnitude 4.8 quakes entered in Tewksbury Township near White House Station, shook millions across New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, and beyond. It was the strongest earthquake to affect New York City since 1884. That quake produced aftershocks, for example, magnitude 3.8, and disrupted some infrastructure temporarily, including Federal Aviation Administration protocols, highway and tunnel inspections, and airport delays. In July 2025, Morris County, New Jersey experienced 6 minor tremors ranging between 0.7 and 2.0 magnitude over a 17-hour span. Residents described loud booms and sudden jolts despite the quakes being weak. In comparison, the most recent 3.0 magnitude event is modest but still noticeable given the region's bedrock and seismic wave transmission characteristics. Eastern U.S. rock formations often carry shaking over greater distances than in more tectonically active regions. Why even small East Coast quakes can seem stronger. The ancient, dense bedrock beneath New Jersey and New York transmits seismic waves more efficiently than the softer soils of the West Coast. Depending on the fault geometry and rupture orientation, energy can be directed toward population centers even from smaller quakes. Researchers noted this during the 2024 4.8 event. Overlapping fault zones like the Ramapo Fault, which extends through northern New Jersey into New York and Pennsylvania, are capable of rare seismic activity. Although historically not highly active, they remain under study for their long-term hazard potential. What's being done and what you should know. Local and state emergency management agencies, along with the U.S. Geological Survey, continue monitoring seismic activity. Public officials have reinforced messaging from past events. In case of aftershocks, drop, cover, and hold on, with reminders that most East Coast earthquakes are shallow and small. FEMA and building safety networks encourage preparedness, even in traditionally low-risk regions, especially for other hazards like storms or floods. Final thoughts. While the August 2025 quake was relatively minor, it underscores that the Northeast, though rarely shaken, is not immune to seismic events. The broader geological context, recent precedents, and public response highlight the importance of awareness and readiness, even in regions not commonly associated with earthquakes. In sports, Jerry Jones on Micah Parsons' trade request, part of negotiation. On August 2, 2025, Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones addressed Micah Parsons' recent announcement requesting a trade.
Well, let's put it like this. Surely you guys have been around this stuff and know to recognize negotiation talk, that type of thing, and so that's where I put that.
So are you considering it?
I'm not. At this, the facts are that that's like anything else. I think the world of Micah, and that's just a part of negotiation.
Would you ever consider trading Micah?
Again, I don't really place that with any real seriousness. Micah's got a bad back. That's like being traded.
Did the request take you by surprise?
Y'all weigh it the same.
Did the request take you by surprise?
Again, no, that's negotiation. I've heard that so many times in my 30 years in the NFL about from not just players but agents, and of course we all understand contracts. We're under contract. That's what we're doing. We're looking at adjusting the contract, but we're under contract and we're in camp, and that's the way the rules are set up. But that is old stuff, 30 years of old stuff. Some of these issues we're hearing about trading, hurt backs, all that kind of stuff.
When will you start negotiations with his people, Jerry?
Again, I've started negotiations in March.
With his agent?
I said I started negotiation in March, and I've negotiated double handfuls of contracts just like I did in March.
He thought it was
Again,
contract.
are you asking me?
Yeah.
I started that in March. I visited with him in negotiation.
My question is, he thought the meeting was about leadership, not about his contract.
Jones downplayed it, telling reporters, "I think the world of Micah. And that request is just a part of negotiation." He emphasized that the organization has no intention of trading him, despite Parsons formally requesting a move. Fans were also reassured by Jones. "I would say to our fans, don't lose any sleep over this. The contract's stalemate deal talks have been stalled for months, despite Parsons' early indication he wanted an extension completed as far back as last year. Parsons claims he met with Jones informally in March, only to have a leadership conversation unexpectedly shift into contract discussions without his agent's involvement. Parsons says no formal offers have been made since by the team. Jerry Jones, by contrast, maintains that he and Parsons have spent several hours negotiating and mostly agree on the major terms. Yet agents and media figures suggest that communication has become so strained the deal has gone sideways. Parsons responds loudly. Micah Parsons has chosen training camp over a holdout, but his message was clear. "I'm here for my teammates, not here to please another grown man." He also suggested that Jones has been purposefully complicating the process. Ownership is always going to make it drag out. Lack of communication. Having watched other top edge rushers like Myles Garrett and Max Crosby-Cashin, Parsons has made clear he's no longer content waiting on Dallas to act, especially after playing well beyond his contract value. What's at stake for both sides? Parsons enters the final year of his rookie deal, expected to earn about $24 million in 2025, but he's reportedly seeking a record-setting extension, possibly exceeding $200 million. Analysts now speculate that if Parsons is traded, he could fetch at least 2 first-round draft picks. Given his elite production, the road ahead. Parsons is at training camp but has not yet participated in practice, choosing to stay on the sidelines until a resolution is reached or until his message rings loud enough. The Cowboys maintain publicly that trading Parsons is not under consideration and insist most contract details have been agreed upon with him directly. Still, the narrative is escalating. Some insiders say the talks are getting personal and both sides are digging in. Final take. What began as optimism over a blockbuster extension may now be spiraling into one of the NFL's most public contract conflicts. Jerry Jones continues to frame Parsons' trade demand as business as usual, but the evolving narrative, Parsons' public frustrations, his demand to leave, and no formal offer to date suggests a deeply fractured relationship with training camp underway and the regular season looming. Cowboys management must decide: pay their star pass rusher now, broker a trade, or risk one of the most disruptive disputes in recent memory. SummerSlam 2025, an epic two-night spectacle at MetLife Stadium. When and where? For the first time ever, SummerSlam spans 2 nights, on Saturday, August 2nd and Sunday, August 3rd, 2025. The event takes place at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, home of the NFL's Giants and Jets. Why 2 nights? This is the inaugural 2-night SummerSlam, following the model WWE has successfully used with WrestleMania to expand its marquee events and feature more high-profile matches and celebrity involvement. Night 1, Saturday, Augusta Conditions. Of Night 1 includes 6 matches, 3 title fights and 3 tag team bouts. World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther vs. C-Punk. WWE Women's Championship, Tiffany Stratton vs. Jade Cargill. Celebrity tag match, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. Debut versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Hosted by global superstar Cardi B. Women's World Championship Triple Threat, Naomi vs. Io Sky vs. Rhea Ripley. Intercontinental Championship, AJ Styles vs Dominic Mysterio, United States Championship Steel Cage, Solo Sikoa vs Jacob Fatu, plus others. Becky Lynch vs Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental title, and more tag action including Roman Reigns and Jey Uso vs Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. A massive six-pack TLC match for the Tag Team Championship. Notably, Randy Orton breaks The Undertaker's SummerSlam record by participating in his 17th match at this event, setting a new benchmark spanning from 2003 to now, night to Sunday. August 3rd, main event undisputed WWE Championship street fight. John Cena vs Cody Rhodes, a WrestleMania rematch, where Cena previously defeated Rhodes to claim the title. Cody earned his shot via the King of the Ring tournament winner, setting up high drama in what may be Cena's final SummerSlam appearance. Other matches continue over the second night to complete the total of 12 marquee matchups, with many championship bouts and multi-star showdowns, key storylines and contenders. Gunther vs CM Punk, a clash of styles as Gunther defends the World Heavyweight title against the veteran challenger CM Punk's return to high-profile WWE competition. Cena vs Rhodes, a heated dream match steeped in WrestleMania history, with Rhodes seeking redemption for months later in a no-holds-barred street fight. Signing was forced after Cena originally tried to avoid it post-contract squabble on SmackDown. Women's Division Showcase, multiple title defenses across divisions, including three-way and one-on-one title contests featuring top-tier women's talent, celebrity and tag attractions. Jelly Roll debuts in ring, teaming with Orton. Big tag bouts featuring Logan Paul, Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and more. What fans should know: this expanded format allows WWE to deliver one of its most stacked premium live events of the year, with 9 championship matches. Out of 12 total across the weekend, expect a blend of in-ring action and entertainment star power, with Cardiff hosting and Jelly Roll debuting alongside Orton. Thank you for watching, but for now it's goodbye.